What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea. Tonight, it is going to be a special night. You see some different things out here in front of you. That is because tonight, I'm going to be joined by Marissa from Diamonds and Thoughts. I'm going to be bringing her on very shortly. I see she is in the waiting room. Hi, Callie, Shadowcraft. Hello again. I'm going to let some more people filter in and talk a little bit about what we've got planned for tonight. The plan. All right. We wanted to do a challenge, kind of chatted back and forth about what sort of challenge we could do. And what we came up with is doing a challenge with a paint gem using our non-dominant hand. And then right after we decide to do this non-dominant hand challenge, Marissa goes and busticates her right hand. So worked out a little interesting there. Was not on purpose. Hi, Daisies and Decaf. Hi, Goddess Jen, Della, Wallflower. Hello. So yeah, we decided on a non-dominant hand challenge. We don't have the same exact paint gem set, which you'll see momentarily, but when I bring her on. But I am with the Houseplants edition. She has a mandala. We kind of picked things, one that would kind of match with each other, and two, things that were roughly the same amount of painting space. So as close as we could get. I am going to go ahead and bring Marissa in. We can chat, all the fun things. So thank you guys for joining us. Let me get Marissa in here. I hope you're ready, Marissa. I'm adding you to the stage. I see a black screen. Uh-oh.
How do I?
Well, we'll remove her from the stage for now. I'll send her a message. Let me know when you are ready to stream. Because when I put you up there, Marissa, I see a black screen. Try re-entering the studio. Yeah, I don't know. Try to enter the studio again and let's see if we get it working. So weird. We did test this, believe it or not. Hi, welcome, Alora. Hello, Chrissy, Jamie, Kat, Destiny. Everybody, welcome. Good to see everyone. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. If I need to send you another invite, here, let me try this again. We'll send you another invite. Boop. See if that actually works. It's so weird. Technology, man, you gotta love it. So I have my setup here in front of me. Let's hope we don't also have to pour the diamonds with our non-dominant hand, because I'm gonna mess that all up. I got a couple of different trays that I picked out, right? My little OG, Diamond Art Club tray, and I've got an art dot tray. And then I thought, depending on how well I'm doing, this would almost be a good opportunity to use the twist and pick from Diamond Art Club, but I've also got this one just in case if I need something bigger. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to stick with something small. I've got my little good luck charm here. His name is Rastaban. He's a cute. Here, let me get my light over here a little bit better. He's a little dragon. I picked him up on Etsy. He's a cute little dude. He was named for a star in the Draco constellation, but he's going to be my little good luck charm over here. And then I don't know if it's cheating or not. We'll figure it out. Hi, Sean. I grabbed this sticky thing to put like kind of underneath my paint gem, so it doesn't like go all over the place when I'm trying to paint. If that's cheating, then I won't use it, but we'll find out from Marissa. At work, won't be able to type much, but going to be able to hear everything. All right, cool. Diamonds around the world, welcome. What's going on, Marissa? Still black. Should I shut down camo, reconnect them? Yes, do that. Yes, try that. That's okay. because we don't need to start the challenge immediately anyways. Anyhow, let me talk a little bit about my tools while I'm at it. And then when Marissa gets on here and gets her stuff going, we'll find out about her tools. Like I said, I'm using a couple of trays. This one is from Art Dot. You can actually order them on Art. No cats allowed. You can order these on Art Dot, but when you do, you actually get an entire set of trays. You get 10 total trays. You get a bunch of this size and a bunch of this size. Let me see if I can count how many. It is, let's see, here's 4 of the large ones that you get. And then there's 6 of the small ones, I believe. They're buried in my little thingy boo here. So yeah, you get 4 large, 6 small, 10 total, for $10. You really kind of can't beat that price. They are stackable. They're sort of like a cat-proof tray, which is where I think they got their idea from, and the whole no cats allowed on the back. But like, here's a cat-proof tray. Here's an Art Dot tray. It just has the spout on the opposite side, but very similar. And these don't have lids. It was very confusing the way that they set up the picture, because they set one up like this, and I thought one of these was the lid, but it's just the... Anyways, you can order those from artdot.com. If you use the code NAO10, then you can save 10% over on ArtDot. Oh, you finished Paris. You have to set up, put in a picture in the finishes in the Discord. Where do I get the sticky thing? These actually come in a pack. You can get these on Amazon. That's where I picked mine up. I think it's like a 4 or a 6 pack that you get, and it's maybe $5. They're really sticky when they're clean. This one I have just slightly dirty with a little dust on it, because otherwise, like, they'll stick to everything. I like to cut them up, actually. You can put them down on the table, and then you can set your pen on it. Your pen won't roll away. Some people do like to set their trays on top, but the reason I don't like that is because when they're really sticky, you put your tray down, and if it's too stuck, then when you're trying to pick it, you get diamonds everywhere because it sticks hard. But yeah, you can pick those up. I think it's a 6-pack on Amazon for $5 or something. I am using a pen from House of Miscellanea Diamond Painting Pens. This is one that I made myself. It is House of Miscellanea Colors. We like that. It's a nice chunky pen that I made. I'm just using it to see how it works for me, making sure that the product is good. I am using a thin metal multiplacer from Diamond Art Club, and I am using Pearl ... Putty from Butterfly Effectwares. I'm using that in both my single and my multiplacer for today, because I did not have time to set up my ghost. What is up, Sarah? Welcome. Amber, hi. Hello, how are you? So yeah, it's I'm all set. All right, let's see if we've got Marissa. I'm still seeing a black screen. I don't know what's up with that.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me though?
That's very weird. This was all working before.
It was. I even tried to do another
there until... Is it showing you on your end on Camo and on StreamYard? Like when you add your whatever to the stage?
It's not giving me a chance to add anything to the stage. So weird.
I don't know. I don't know why that's happening.
I mean, I even tried to do a can you guys hear me at least?
I don't even know if you can. You can hear Marissa. I can't hear or see her at all.
Of course, Charlie. Sorry. That's weird. It's I even tried to do another private one after.
I can't hear her at all. So maybe let me try something really quick. I hope it's not going to put me behind, but I will turn on my live on here. Oh, you can see her on the screen too. That's so weird.
I'm trying to resume. Now it completely blanked out on
Can't hear
camo,
her
but it
at
shows
all.
I'm paused.
I see a pause thing.
Wait. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Can
Now
you
I
hear
see
me
the
now?
screen, but I don't hear you. That's
What
weird.
about now? On camo, I think it
You guys
says
are
it's
hearing
working.
her. I'm not hearing her. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that my headset is working. Keep talking, Marissa. Introduce yourself. Tell them who you're from and what tools you're using, okay?
My hands are sweating.
Out.
Okay, so you guys can hear me. Miscellanea cannot. Hi, diamonds around the world, Jamie. Okay, so I have options. First, yes, I know my finger's all bruised, deformed, and gross. We're going to pretend it's not. Enabler's Outpost pen, a 7-placer, I think it is, that's bent. So I rock it instead of stamp it. And then I got this Diamond Art Club pen because I don't know which one's going to work best with my left hand, and I don't know what size. I got a Yellow Dog Designs and a Firefly Inferno Mini tray. I got the watermelon painting wax that is from Dream Wax Studio that I won from Naomi. I've been using that in this pen. I used a glue dot in this one, and then this is the Captivating Cork Ruby from Swartz Designs. Do you want me to? Private chat. Should I try to mute?
I think I got it now.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yay. All right. Yay. I don't know. Maybe it was my headphones being weird. Your hands are sweaty. Oh, man. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous.
You're nervous. At least you're used to lives. I feel like a freaking imposter.
An imposter. You're fine. Yeah. You're just fine. Okay. So you told them about the tools you're using, right?
I think so, yeah. If they heard me. You guys heard me, right?
Now, yeah, they heard you. I couldn't hear you. I think it was my headphones or something. Okay. So question for you. I have this here sticky thing, right? And I was going to try and put it underneath my paint gem, like up at the top to keep it in place. Is that?
I think I have one of those. Hold on.
Okay. Because I was just going to see, like, maybe if it would hold it in place so it doesn't, like, slide away. Maybe it won't even work. I don't know. I was going to put it on top of it.
Okay. So it's about to rain, and it's normally so much brighter right now, and it's about to rain. Oh. It's dark. So
I see you just fine. If you need to, there's actually a way that you can up the brightness of your screen, at least in your camo settings. But I see you fine. I'm sure they see you fine too. Cool. Need to get me new headphones. I know, these stupid headphones. I should put some on my Amazon wish list.
Is that too close? I feel like this whole thing is just off.
If you go to camo and you look at, you paused yourself.
No.
Or something happened. What did it do?
I don't know. Am I still in it?
You're still in it, but it just has this like plus in the middle of your screen, and then it's fuzzed.
That's what I was doing before. And it was working when... Is it working now?
Nope. It's so funny, you guys. We had none of these issues when we sat and like messed around with this. We were on for what, an hour? Just talking and whatever.
And I even did a
oh, there you are. Now I see your computer.
There you go. I even did a test live too. like by myself too. So I was all paranoid.
Weird.
Oof. Okay, we're gonna try this again.
So if you go into your camo settings, you can actually select, it says your device and then it says lens. If you select ultra wide, it will give you like a way backed off view.
I don't think
it might be too wide for you. I don't know, but we're
gonna do that.
Good.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, I think that one's good. I think that one's fine. They can see you. I can see you.
It's weird being on this side. Okay, so I did the thingy. It's not very sticky. My daughter loves this thing.
Yeah, no, mine's not very sticky either. That's probably good though. But yeah, I just sat mine on the top so it doesn't go sliding around on me. I might regret that decision. Maybe we get rid of them. I don't know. We'll find out. But anyways, welcome to the live. Okay, so I know that you on your YouTube, when you're not already subscribed to Marissa over at Diamonds and Thoughts, please do so. I know over on your YouTube, you do collect stories about how people started their diamond painting journeys, why they diamond paint, etc. Can you share with the group here what is your diamond painting story? How did you get started and why do you diamond paint?
I have a story that I say doesn't count because it took me over a year to finish my first diamond painting with my kids. I got this really cheap one off of Amazon, and like some parts were sticky, the other parts were so sticky that like if you were to put your finger on it and lift up, it would like string for like inches and then like bounce back. And it was like boogery mess, and I couldn't get it. I don't know why I was so determined to finish that one, but it was a year struggle. And I about gave up. And then finally I ran across something about diamond paintings, and then I started researching companies because I was like, there's got to be something better than this Amazon thing. Like I see so many good reviews on Amazon, but at that point I determined they were all lies.
Right.
And my anxiety was freaking crazy. I was just starting to come to an end with my therapy, and I was freaking out about that. And I really enjoyed the little bits that were okay for it. So I finally got my first one, which is the Seasons Change, I think it's called, from JoJo's Art. And then I was like, I miss doing YouTube because I had been doing YouTube on and off for like 10 years.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start this diamond painting. And I just fell in love with like the first row that I did. And I was like, I want to capture these moments. Like there's more to this. And I just kind of saw other YouTubers making videos and I was like, I want this. So it kind of helped me with social groups, social anxiety, depression, and stuff like that.
Right. And it does, honestly.
Yeah. And then my family, like in my family, we have dyslexia, ADD, ADHD, and things like that. And it really helps with like focusing, and dyslexia too, because you have to match up so much. And it's just been really helpful.
Yes, absolutely. And I found that for me, I mean, I know you and I have talked before about my diamond painting journey. I've talked about it on my whip and chat, like my very first whip and chat on like why I was starting a YouTube, my diamond painting journey. It started in rehab, right? I had gone through my detox adventure, which was not awesome. And then I went into inpatient rehab where I stayed for 35 days. And there happened to be, it was like day, I don't know, 4 or 5. And there was a younger woman that was just sitting at a table. And I remember vividly, it was around. I do remember that. That's applicable for a specific reason. But it was this diamond painting of an eye with like rainbow eyeshadow on. I was transfixed. I was like, anything with a rainbow on it, I gotta have it. So I sat down with her and I was like, what the heck are you doing? Like, what's this that you're working on? And she started explaining to me about diamond painting. What's up, Ducky? So I sit down with her. I'm like watching her. I'm like, this is fascinating.
Mhm.
Now, granted, she wasn't using a multi-placer. It was just a single placer. And I was like, this is really like, I'm like, oh, it's kind of like cross stitch. I had done cross stitch before, failed many, many times, more times than I ever succeeded with cross stitch. I didn't have the patience for it. And when I would mess it up, I would just throw the whole thing away. It was horrible. I'm like, oh, it's kind of like cross stitch. She's like, yeah, cross stitch and like color by number. I was like, okay, that's something I can get into. Well, she let me sit there with her and diamond paint. And I realized like all of the anxiety I was feeling, that like need for control over something, like it touched all the right nerves in my brain, like all of those things, that need for things to be tedious, those things, like that need for things to be just so. And as soon as I got home, I had like I went on a search. My mother-in-law bought me this Amazon diamond painting, and it was an eye with the rainbow eyeshadow. And like you, my first experience was awful. I ended up throwing the whole thing in the garbage. It didn't look anything, of course, like because you know how those cheapy pieces of crap end up being. Like the glue wasn't gluey, the diamonds were all cupped. It was just garbage. And I
Mhm.
pitched it in the garbage. And then I ended up finding uh Diamond Art Club. I feel like that same month, in fact. It was like that would have been, I think, August of 2019 or maybe September. One of the two. I bought my first Diamond Art Club and realized that like there was so much more. Well, I didn't pick it back up again really until I lost my job this last November. Long story, not going to get into it, but I started like kind of diving back into the stash that I had already acquired before that, and I started working on them. And then I went on Reddit. That's where everything changed for me because one, I had hooked up with people that I'd never met before. There was a little community of diamond painters on Reddit. That's where I met Sarah, my brain twin. And Sarah said, Naomi, you should start a YouTube and start with a stash video. She said, bitches love stash videos. And I was like, oh, I mean,
We
I'll try
do.
it. Yes, bitches love a
We
stash.
do. Reddit
So
is
I
a
put the stash
terrifying
video
place.
out. It can be. Yeah.
So I give you props. I'm just dabbling into Reddit for the first time ever, like a couple weeks ago, and I'm terrified of it.
Yeah, it depends on like where you go, what you're doing. And you know, there's gonna be a-holes out there. I feel like no matter where you go, what you do. But Reddit is sort of like no man's land in that way where one person at one point I had put up some YouTube videos because they were asked for post reviews, things like that, whatever. And this one person gets on there and is like, I am so sick of you self-promoting on Reddit. And I was like, whoa, I'm really sorry. Actually, somebody had asked me to put this up. So I did. And she ended up apologizing and then subscribing to my channel. So it's like, okay, that worked, I guess. But just like a lot of very quick growth. And it's nice to see. I don't know, not that there's anything wrong with the YouTubers of yore or yesteryear or whatever, but it is nice to get information from and have fun and play with people who maybe have not been doing this for a long, long time.
Mhm.
And yeah. Oh, with the lady on Reddit, Sarah just said, Sarah also responded to that chick because she was a little rude. She was really rude. Like she didn't she didn't need to be that rude. But that's kind of where I got my start was on Reddit. That's where Art Dot found me and asked me to be an affiliate. That's where Diamond Art Club found me and asked me to do sneak peeks for a minute that I did sneak peeks. But you know, like that's really where my journey started was on Reddit as far as like the social media is concerned. Because when I was in rehab, I dumped everything. I got rid of every kind of social media. I'm just
Mhm.
really now starting to get back into it. I like the controlled chaos of the Discord. For those who are watching and are not part of the Discord, you should really join us. We've got a lot going on in the Discord. It's a wonderful community. I feel like we've got some creators that are on there. We have companies that are on there. We just added a company on there with some NSFW stuff. Good times. But
Amazing.
yeah,
That's also where I'm most active too. Like, yeah, I'll be in Facebook groups. I'm kind of like a lurker. Like, if I have a
yeah,
specific question or want to look at what's going on, I kind of lurk around. I'll like stuff, but I don't really actively post. But the Discord, I didn't even know what it was until you started promoting it. And I was like, all
yeah.
right, I guess I'll see. And I've kind of just fallen in love with like your community. So I'm always like promoting it, like, hey, if you want to hang out, that's pretty much where I'm gonna be. Like,
Yeah, and the other
go
thing
there.
is, where I like to think of it as like a stitch and bitch, only we're not stitching, we're diamond painting, and we have voice hangouts basically on a nightly basis that everybody is welcome to join. And we just get together, we diamond paint, we talk about whatever.
Why don't we
I
call it a
like that
bitch and
too.
dip?
A bitch and dip. There we go. Oh,
Because
I like it.
you bitch and then you're dipping,
Oh, you've come up with a thing. It's a bitch and dip.
Bitch and dip. I am so down for
I
that.
love it. I love it. Okay, so speaking of bitching and dipping, it's about to get real. So we each have our little paint gems here, right? I am working out of the Houseplants edition, and I've picked this, whatever this plant is. Hold on, it says it on the thing. I gotta look. Hold on a minute. Here we go. What is it? It is a caladium. It's not a. No, it isn't. It's not a caladium. It's a coleus. It's a coleus. If it was a succulent, I would know what it is. Makes it sound like we chew tobacco, a bitch and dip. Yeah, a little bit. And then you got your rainbow mandala there.
Yeah, it's the last one in the
Yes.
kit. I finished all the other ones.
Oh, see, it's crazy. You would think I would do more paint gems, but honestly, I'm so busy working on all these other massive, stupid, big pieces that I don't even. Okay. So, see, and my sticky thing doesn't want to keep sticky. Let me just stick it down, and maybe I won't end up using the sticky thing. But okay, here we go. So we don't have to pour the diamonds with our non-dominant hand, right?
No. Oh, that was my
We
other
would end
thing.
up with a mess.
I was gonna ask about that. I was gonna see if we had to. What are these? They're for the sticky thing. I was gonna ask, do we have to like shake with the left hand because diamonds would be everywhere?
No,
You'd never get anything
no.
actually on it.
Yeah, no. I mean, it would get on there, but it would just be sticking to it. So no. Okay. So let's see. I have been live for 28 full minutes. What time are we at? 7:58. Let's start our challenge at 8 on the dot. We will, because my lives usually last until about 9:30 my time, because it's only what 6 o'clock, just about your time. Close to a couple
Yes,
minutes
it's
ago.
5:58 here. Can I pick through the trash? Because these 310s are atrocious.
Yeah,
While we wait,
go for
or
it.
do you want me to not pick through until we actually
Oh,
start?
I don't care. I know you go for it. If they're real bad, you just dig them out if you got to. And I grabbed a couple different tray options because Lord knows if I'm going to actually just fling everything everywhere or what. I'm usually pretty good with the little like old style Diamond Art Club ones. So you're getting your first color set up. Let me get my first color set up too. I think it's going to be black also. Yes, I will start with black.
Okay, and this is a new glue dot. I think that might have been a mistake.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I ended up putting putty in my single placer because I didn't have time to set up the ghost. Otherwise I would have. Otherwise I would have done that, but we shall see. I have literally zero faith in myself that I will be able to even lay one straight. So we'll see how that all operates. I do have my little good luck charm dude here. His name is Rastaban.
No.
He's a tiny little
so
cute dragon. He's
Do we
gonna
have
sit right
anybody
here.
do we have anybody in the comments gonna join us and let us know how they did?
Oh, yeah. Is anybody else gonna try and do a left-handed diamond painting? Anything? Because
If you're in the
here
Discord,
we
you
got.
can send pictures too.
Absolutely. And then I've got Garbanzo. He can sit and watch too.
Oh, okay,
Little,
Garbanzo is my favorite. Look at him.
yeah, he's pretty awesome. It was a present from Dustin. I love that his like wings are. Yeah, so he's gonna watch too, just cause I don't know why I have so many dang dragons. That's not even what my it's not even what my channel is about. But guess what? Hi, Glory. You're gonna try a little bit with your left. All right, cool. I'm gonna use my dominant hand because otherwise it'll be a disaster. All right. I think yes, it is time, Marissa. Are you ready? All right, let's go.
So.
I
We're just
think
gonna have to deal with some drag.
I think I'm gonna have to go with a single placing because I also gotta move my light a little. I almost grabbed it with my right hand.
This feels wrong.
I gotta move my light. My light is on the wrong side because there we go. There we go. Otherwise I can't see what I'm doing. Oh my god, I've laid diamond number 2.
Oh, you're already laying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure out how to hold the tray.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just
I don't
no.
I
Oh my
have
God.
news. I've got 2 jobs.
You got 2 jobs.
I got 2 jobs. Okay, so I can't even pick up.
Did you get the groceries? I know you. Okay, last I knew, you were trying to work at. Oh, that's why, because it's cupped. You were trying to work at the grocery store. Last I was listening to your whip and chat, and this thing is not sticking the thing down, so we're just gonna abandon that idea.
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do too. No, the other person ended up getting the job for that because it was based off of like, hey, we already offered this position out. We just have to see if they accept. This isn't working.
Oh.
So they had accepted. So I ended up not getting that job, which is fine. Congratulations to them. No, I am actually going to be working with my mom at the bar that she works at.
Oh, okay.
And then at the old bar that I used to work at, that me and my mom both used to work at.
Okay.
I've worked at this place on and off since I was 19, and I'm 32 now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then my mom's worked there on and off since I was 2.
And I'm probably lots of regulars that are happy to see you. You know, the barflies that tip well sometimes.
Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time.
I love these people. So I'm like, I'm not too worried about it. I had a feeling like once I said I was starting to look at other places, like I have to just say, hey, I'm gonna start looking at other places because y'all aren't calling me.
Right.
Immediately they're like, wait, look, is this person a vacation?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah. So
well, that's good. I mean, what kind of hours are you going to be pulling weekly? Is it something that you're going to be doing like a lot, like full-time hours, or are you just talking like weekend help?
I don't know. It's kind of unknown right now. Oh, hi, Charlie. Go on. No, Bubba's. It's kind of like a first come, first serve. I have a few people going out of town on the 15th and 16th, which is a Sunday and Monday. So I'm picking up those 2 daytime bartending shifts.
Okay.
And then I am working a party at my mom's place on the 14th. So I'm working the 14th, 15th, and 16th at 2 different places. This hurts.
Okay.
And then
it actually, my hand is cramping.
my thumb is cramping. So yeah, and then I have 2 training shifts coming up. I work at the place where my mom works, and then tomorrow I'm actually just waitressing at my old job at
okay.
the original. So
very nice.
So yeah, I got a ton of shifts coming up, and then the events and the parties and stuff I'm really excited for. And then sometime next month there's going to be an antique or specialized like old school motorcycle show that I'm going to be bartending. I can't do this. And
I know it's hard.
So excited for that because anytime I've done any type of event like that, I've just made bank. And it's pretty much just like beer. So I don't have
Oh,
to get
okay.
fancy. I don't have to do anything like that. Everyone's bringing their antique motorcycles and also their custom new ones too. So it's just going to be a ton of fun. We have bands and stuff like that. So I'm
You don't
excited
have to
for
be
that.
like the movie Cocktails, where you're like, you got to get all fancy and shake a martini thingy, and not a martini thing, the thing that you mix drinks in, the like silver thing.
The
Like,
shakers?
have you ever seen Cocktails? You're probably
No, I
way too
haven't,
young. Okay, you're
but
probably way too young. It was a
I
Tom
do know
Cruise
shakers.
movie. It was a Tom Cruise movie wherein he is a bartender in this kind of like upscale sort of ritzy bar or whatever, and he's trying to become, more well. He eventually like lets a show out of bartending, and he learns all these different tricks, like flipping the bottle behind his back and juggling
Hmm.
and whatever. If that was expected of me at the bar when I was bartending, it would be probably a disaster for everybody involved.
So
Okay.
that makes me laugh so hard because this boy that I went to school with went to bartending school, and it's actually one of the owner's son. And
Hmm.
he does all of the like, he wanted to impress his dad, and he does all of the bottle flipping and went to Vegas and went to school to figure out how to do all of that and whatnot. So he'll be
Ah,
just a goofball behind the bar, and I just get the benefit off of it. I'm like, hey, thanks.
so you should
And with
ask
that,
him
I'll
if he's
actually
ever
make
seen it.
drinks. I
Right.
think
I'll be the
he
one over
probably should.
here actually mixing the drinks. You can go ahead and do your little tricks.
That's kind of how it is. And the nice thing is like I've known him since elementary school. So like we don't even have to talk. like
Right. Oh my
we just
goodness.
know what the customers need. We don't really need to talk. Um that also means I won't have to like close and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So where are the
So
kids going while you're going to be working at the bar?
oh, with the husband.
Oh, okay. So like he does the first shift job, you'll be doing like the second shift type job.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah. And then I do have like a few daytime shifts coming up. So one of them's on like a Sunday.
Mm.
So he'll be home with the kids all day and they can do whatever they do. And then the other one's a Monday. So he'll just get off work a little bit early, pick the kids up, and hang out while I work.
I remember when I finally returned to the workforce after the kids were old enough to either A, like they were at school, or B, mind themselves for the most part when they're at home. Because my oldest is 4.5 years older than my younger. And it was nice to return to the workforce. I forgot how much I actually missed like people, like just regular people, adult sized people. I
Hmm.
mean,
I don't think
granted, you
I've,
hate it at the same time, but
yeah. I've kind of always worked. I mean, even now I consider myself like a stay-at-home mom, but if any
mhm.
of these places were ever like in a bind, I'll do like guest shifts is what we call them.
Okay.
So I've always been kind of just there, but they know like, hey, if I'm asking for it, I'm reliable and they can call like whenever.
Oh, that's cool. But
So I mean,
nothing
yeah,
that's
like this
been
I'm
consistent.
yeah, so I'm looking for a little bit more consistency right now, which is
Yeah.
fun and exciting.
Okay, so this isn't going as terribly as I thought that it would. My placement is it's not terrible, okay? Like you can see it's kind of where it's supposed to go. Oh wow, you're
A little.
fast.
No, not that
Okay.
much.
I better speed up apparently. I think
No.
you're gonna whoop me in the speed department.
I think it's because I'm doing the multi-placey things first.
Oh, you're
That seems to be
multi-placing. Holy shit,
that
I didn't
seems to
even think
be
of doing that.
easier that seems to be easier than single placing. Because like
Is
if
it?
I line them up
Because
on
why?
yeah, because if I line them up on the thingy, I always forget what this is called, the multi-placer. it keeps them straighter when I put it down. I feel like no matter what I'm doing with the single placer, it's just turning
Okay.
wonky.
I'm gonna try and multi-place then, because I did not try to multi. I think it's gonna be a disaster though. Come on. There we go.
Oof, well, I just got stuff all over my canvas.
Oh no.
Okay, this did not work. Am I allowed to pick them
Yeah.
off with my right hand? Because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm using tweezers in my right hand because I am not going to be going at the canvas or anywhere around anybody with these murder tweezers with my left hand.
Oh, those are.
Did you watch my my recent whip and chat? I got a drill in my eyeball.
Yes, remember I was like, I would have freaking panicked. Like that
Yeah,
is insane.
yeah. I just
You went
told Justin about that, like yesterday. I just told him, I was like, you know what you missed was me putting getting a drill in my eye. And he's like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, I didn't even say a word to you. I just kind of went about my business.
See, I'm a big baby. I would have had to have my husband baby me through that. Like he went to EMT, fire academy, and all of that. Like he is medically inclined to make me not die.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, get this drill out of my eye. And going at your own eyeball with a pair of tweezers is pretty terrifying. Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
can't even imagine. I mean, I went through. I got LASIK
yeah, Glory,
surgery.
I'm with you.
I got LASIK done, but that's different. Like I signed up for lasers to go in my eyes.
Right.
I don't think I would ever do that again. If it ever failed,
No.
it'd be like, okay, nope, I'm not doing that again.
Guess I'm gonna be blind the rest of my life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you ever seen those, like the videos of them like doing LASIKs? I would have probably chickened out signing up for it after watching it on video a couple of times. Like,
I didn't do that because I was scared I would have bitched out.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it would help my night blindness, and it has actually a little bit.
Got a buzz or something on here. Yeah, I don't know if I can do the multi-placing thing. I'm trying. It's not super working out for me. Maybe.
If I hold the canvas in place with my right hand, is that cheating?
No. Because you would do that with your left hand while you were regular painting, right? Whoa. Yeah. Pen was trying to run away. Yeah, if you would do that with your, with your other hand normally, then I don't think it's cheating. Alex says she's single placing. It's a lot easier. Yeah, actually, I think I was having an easier time single placing than I was multi-placing.
Oh, see, it was opposite for me.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have more control with the single placer.
See, I feel like I have more control with the multi-placer because I can kind of guide at the same time. But it might be because my multi-placer is bent on the side. I don't know if you can see it.
Are you? Oh, like mine is bowed just slightly too because I'm such a hard placer. Yeah. Yep.
Same.
I'm a hard placer and I bend them. That's why, like, I know I'm going to have to replace it at some point. Although what's nice is multi-place, I almost kind of rock the placer a little bit. So having it bent just a bit kind of does give it that natural curve for me.
Yes. See, are your 310s absolutely atrocious?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that a normal thing for paint gems?
No, not really. I mean, some, but not awful like I'm running into. This one doesn't call for a lot of 310 though, so thankfully I don't have too much of that to deal with. I mean, like paint gems, I feel like it's kind of hit or miss because with my was it my mushrooms set? I had no garbage. Like none.
Really?
Virtually none. And then with this one, I am kind of running into cup drills.
Like they're cupped. Okay, you know the smallest size on the Elizabeth Ward?
Yeah.
That I have a full one of those just full of trash already.
From that mandala set?
Yeah.
Weird. Very weird.
Like just from starting this one, I have
Oh, I keep
my
bumping
little
the
cup thing is already full
camera with
too.
my headphones. I keep forgetting that my head is bigger because I'm wearing headphones right now. I don't usually wear headphones when I record, or when I'm live. Oh my gosh. I had to have Dustin take Beans. I'm like, yo, can you just take him walking while I'm doing this? Because, our Chihuahua is in heat right now. And he is intact until he's 2. I'm trying to give him all of the opportunity we can to let him grow. And it's just driving him bananas. So as soon as
I bet.
as soon as I've got some funds, she's got to get fixed. I can't deal with this again.
Yeah, Charlie, he's almost 11 months now, and I have to set him up on getting him fixed sooner than we want because
Yeah.
only one little ball dropped, not the second one,
Oh.
and we don't want it to encapsulate, and they think the other one's up high in like his stomach area.
Oh,
So we don't
wow.
want it to turn into like a cyst, but we want him to mature as much as
Yeah.
we can before it turns into a problem. So we're
Yeah.
gonna check it when he's like about a year.
Right on. How old is he? He's got to be what, 10 months old now?
Yeah, he's 10 months old, almost 11.
Right on. Yeah. So Beans is March, April, May, June, July, August, September. He is just about a year and a half. So our plan was to keep him intact until he's 2, because that's when they're fully mature, plates are fully closed, all that sort of stuff, and then get him fixed at that point. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm gonna have to get Sugar fixed. I can't deal with this. Amber says I'm using no more than a 4-placer for her multi-placing. She must be trying to left-hand place too, because it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Not something I didn't even have a diamond on there that time. Oh my God. Come on.
Like my
Aiming
hand
for, yeah, it's definitely, it's like cramping up my, it's cramping up my hands. Oh,
I didn't mean to bang it. That was me. No.
Oh, welcome to my world, man. Thankfully, I'm wearing headphones, so my other 2 dogs can't hear that, because they probably would have gone bananas. Like, what is that dog?
I am wearing headphones. He has such sensitive hearing too. Like anytime I make a clicking or random, like he's trying to figure out because he's starting to mature. He's trying to figure out what's acceptable to bark at and what's not. So he stares at me the whole time he's barking, like, is this okay?
Yes.
And then he works himself up, and it's so funny because I'm like, Charlie, you could stop. Like, that's not a threat. And he's like, are you sure?
I'm gonna make sure though.
Oh, it's so funny.
Let me see if. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about this multi-placer.
Hi, Alice.
Struggling. Hello, Alice.
Or
Welcome,
Elise.
welcome.
Okay. I was like,
I think it's Alice. I'm pretty sure that's Alice. Alice is from, oh gosh, hold on. Alice is from Australia. She is down under. Oh, come on. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it.
You got all the poisonous, spiky, everything wants to
Oh my God, all of them, man. All the poisonous everything, man. All the dangerous
factory out there. Or no, is it a skateboard factory in Alaska? Or Alaska? No, Australia.
I know that they have opal mines.
Ooh.
Hi, Verilyn. Verilyn Upton's Craft Creation. Oh, that sounds high class. Verilyn Upton. Yes, it sounds like a little Downton Abbey. I like it. I like it a lot.
Whenever I see creators with so like unique names, I'm like,
probably. Yeah, I know, right?
Verilyn.
Naomi. It's a weird name. It's a very weird name. The nice thing is I usually know that when people talk about Naomi, they're talking about me or to me. If I hear somebody yell it, they're probably talking to me. But there was one time I was at the mall This was years ago. I was at the mall, and I hear this woman just yelling, Naomi, Naomi, get off of that. And I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? And I realized she's yelling at like this little tiny child. I was like, oh my God.
You're like,
Like,
okay, it
okay,
wasn't
not
me.
me. I'm like, geez, I'll get off of it. I don't know what I'm doing. That's usually how it is, though. It's either with people with my name are either much older women or much smaller babies, like very young babies. But you don't ever see it very much at all. Marissa was a popular name, I feel like, for a hot, but you don't hear that very much either.
Melissa, I hear a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
My granddad, I never pronounced my name right. I don't think once in my entire life. He always Marisa, Risa.
Marissa.
It went to Marisa to Reese. I'm like, oh, okay.
Sure.
Cool. I mean, it's better than what the rest of the family called me. The rest of the family just called me Butt.
Yeah, but
Nissa,
oh my gosh.
Butt. And that came from me being a gassy baby.
I had an uncle that for whatever reason he used to call me Nogi, Nogie, Nogi, or Nogi News.
Cute though. That's
and
so
I
cute.
hated it so much.
You
but
hated
he was
it?
Oh, I hated it. I didn't really care for the uncle, to be honest with you. He was kind of mean. But he was the only one allowed to call me that. Otherwise, it was like Nomers, Gnome, Nomi. Like most people just drop the A. They call me Gnome or Nomi. Nomers.
I've known one other Naomi, but she went by Nene.
Ah! Oh my God. I just tried to pick up my 2 diamonds without holding onto my tray. That was a mistake. And then I just got diamonds everywhere.
Floated everywhere.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
it was bad. They exploded.
Yeah, I knew one other Naomi, and she went by Nene because she had a twin sister, and I don't remember her twin sister's name. Me and her weren't friends, but Naomi was Nene because her twin could not say Naomi when they were little.
Okay.
So it just stayed at Nene for the rest of her life.
Well, there's been a couple of times in my life where my name or my nicknames have been kind of a pain in the butt. One I won't share because I'll dox myself, and I'm not going to do that. But Nomi, I stopped letting people call me Nomi after striptease. That was a no-go for me. Because I bumped again. Because her name in that movie is Nomi. And then when the movie Van Wilder came out, there's a Naomi in that, and he says in the movie, "Oh, Naomi, that's I'm on backwards." And so that's one of the things that guys just thought it was so witty to say, like, "Oh, your name's I'm on backwards," and like,
you're dumb.
Sure is. Thanks. Or I would usually like, "Oh my God, is it?" Like I was stupid and didn't know.
Right.
Because that was especially working as a waitress or at the bar. That was a favorite. Your name's Naomi. That's I'm on backwards. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. If you would have never pointed that out, I would have never known.
Well, because how often do you like sit and look at somebody's name and what it spells backwards?
It's so juvenile. I would have done it in high school.
Right. I probably would have. I probably would have just run away crying in high school. I was such a weirdo. I was very much a weirdo.
See, I wasn't. I was friends with everyone. I didn't have a specific group. It was like, oh, I like you today. Oh, never mind, you're annoying today. Like, I'm gonna go hang out with someone else. I was very much that social butterfly of like, oh, you want to be a dick? Okay, bye.
Right. Yeah. See, for me, I was known, but I was not popular, if that makes sense. People knew who I was, but not because they liked me. They just thought it was weird. My 2nd grade teacher's name was Naomi. She was my first girl crush. Ooh.
Aww.
Did that with my name in middle school. Did what with your name in middle school, Amber? Yeah, it was like people knew me, but just because I was a weirdo. I moved to a town where, I moved from a metropolitan area in Madison to a small town in Wisconsin, and I had bright flamingo pink hair. I dressed like a Victorian goth, and people just thought I was a vampire or something, like an actual vampire.
See, you
I
would have been one of my
remember.
favorite peoples in high school.
Well, but by the time that you were in high school, that was sort of a normal thing to have colorful hair
True.
and to dress weird and have piercings in your face. Not when I was in high school. It was not a thing you did. They used to call me the proto goth because there were not goth people in the town that I lived in when I moved here. I was really kind of the first. And eventually it became acceptable. But I'll tell you, when I was in high school, everybody looked at me like I actually was a vampire. They were like scared of me. They would skirt me in the halls. Not exactly what you want to be dealing with when you're in high school, but whatever. It made me the person I am today. Dang it. We'll go with that. Oh, you spelled it backwards. Rebma? Oh, it's Rebma. Okay. Amber's name backwards is Rebma. Oh, how fitting that Sarah's is harass. Yes.
Harass.
So fitting. It works. She calls me a Sagittarius.
Well, are you?
Yes, actually.
I'm like, well.
It's very fitting, though. It totally works. Okay. How are we doing so far? Check in. This is where I'm at. The bottom done. The bottom is all done. It doesn't look awesome, but man, you're almost done with all the black on there, huh?
No, I still have a ton.
Okay. But yeah, I've got the outline of the green going right now because I thought it would be easier to start with the outline and then work my way in rather than work my way out, because then I'm setting the boundary, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. The nice thing about the squares is maybe they'll straighten each other out. I feel like this would be more of a nightmare with rounds.
Oh, I agree. 100%. I think that would have been a mistake. Like if we would have done this with make markets instead of paint gems, it would have been, oh, I think these two are connected. Hold on a second. Are they connected?
Yeah, I got a ton of those too.
I don't know what is happening. Hold on a second. Maybe it just has excess stuff on it. Oh, that's why it's got a whole big, it's got connected stuff on the side of it. I'm like, why won't it get closer? Dang it all. Okay.
I cannot single place these. How do you do that?
I'm telling you, for whatever reason, it's working better for me to single place than to multi-place. I've done the multi-placer a couple of times, but you can single place with your multi-placer though.
I know, but then I feel like I'm losing control either way.
Oh,
the multi-placing, I can kind of guide it as I'm rocking it.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. I feel like I don't know what I need. I don't know what I need. I need something.
It's true.
Oh my Lord. I feel like I
forgot my water.
Oh no. Do we need to take a 2-minute break?
No, babe.
Yeah, tell the husband. And get you some water. Tell him I need agua, refreshment.
Water. Our weather has been so sporadic. Like the other day, I was outside throwing the ball for Charlie, and there wasn't even any clouds or anything, and it just started pouring. It was so random. I was like, how is this happening?
Just standing in a blue sky.
Not a single cloud, nothing. Like, and my whole backyard, like, flooded. Like, it wasn't just, like, a sprinkle or a spit. It was, like, a full-on cloudless monsoon. I didn't even know that was possible.
You're in Arizona. It was probably aliens.
Probably. There's
Could
so
have been
much
a
weird shit
cloaking
in the
device.
sky. Some of
Right.
the things like my husband says he's seen, especially like hunting or out in the middle of nowhere, or when he was working
Believe
on the
it.
mines, because he used to work on the mines and stuff. Like some of the things he
Mm,
tells me he's seen, I'm like, that's terrifying. I've seen some weird things that I still think about. Like I'm like that. There's no way.
yep. Well,
And
and
then
I
all of
mean,
a sudden,
I
like
can
sometimes, sorry, go ahead.
no, all I was going to say is like I can almost believe more in there being aliens than there being ghosts because I mean, we're one planet and how many billions, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
chances of there being other intelligent life is pretty significant.
for sure we see. I believe in both, but I think that's because I grew
Yep.
up in like a haunted house my whole life. But like just like one time I was driving to work and I was at a red light and there was a couple cars behind me and another one stopped at the green light, on the opposite side going this way
Hmm.
because I was going this way. But all of us were just looking up and you know how normally if a bag is floating, it'll be like sideways, because there's air blowing it, or maybe it'll be
Right.
like kind of thin and it'll be waving like that. No, it was perfectly upside down and full. And you could see the handles almost,
Wow. Okay.
but like moving like this. But there was like you could look at the plants around and there was no wind, no nothing. Like it wasn't
Weird.
like I can't explain it well. Like I called my husband and I was like, I am staring at this thing. This is not coming off in the sky. It's an upside down bag, but
Weird.
is it a bag? Like it was like going back and forth between translucent to like a solid color. Like it was almost trying to look like it was floating in the sky, but being too still, not moving
Weird.
fast enough to be blowing, but not moving so slow that it was just like standing still. I don't know. It was so weird. And even like the
Yeah.
cars behind me were like pointing. One person tried to record it and was like, it's not showing up on my camera. It was so weird.
Yeah, absolutely. Callie says, and I agree. Hi, Michelle. That northern Wisconsin has Bigfoot. Yeah, we
Yes.
hear a lot about Bigfoot sightings up around where I'm at, and there's some weird things. I mean, aliens too, especially when you're up in northern Wisconsin because you can see so
Hmm.
much more of the night sky. Like there's not really a lot of light pollution because you're getting so much further away from big cities. Like I feel like the biggest city once you get that far north is Ashland, which is, I don't know, population maybe 30,000, if that.
Hmm.
Um, Sasquatch, Sash
Yeah.
Squash, Sash,
That's my mom's
Sasquatch.
biggest fear. Like she can't even watch stuff with like Bigfoot. She was all, I live in Arizona. We don't have that problem. I'm good. Like she
I
won't even watch like the documentaries about like Bigfoot stuff. She says it gives me nightmares. She won't
bet,
even
I mean, she ever seen Harry and the Hendersons? Because that used to give me nightmares
probably
as a kid.
probably not. Or maybe she did and that's why. I don't know. But
Could
she was
be.
like,
Very well
nope,
could be.
we're not doing that. We're not talking about it. She was like, I'd rather talk about a jackalope or other animals that are mythical or possibly real or
Well,
nope, we're
you
not
could
doing that.
possibly have what chupacabra.
Chupacabras, yep.
You have the
Those
chupacabras
are all
there,
fine, but when it comes to a big ape man beast thing, she's like, absolutely not.
right? Hard pass on that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god.
okay, I guess. She's also terrified of those little corn things. Sometimes when you go out to eat like Chinese food or something and they're like this big.
Oh, the little tiny baby corns. Yeah,
I love those things.
I think they're great.
They are great. They hold a lot of flavor too. And kind of sweet.
Yes, absolutely.
Hi, hi,
I,
Wolfie.
I'm, I'm still convinced. Hi, Wolfie. Welcome. Um, Sarah says, "How's it harassment if it's the truth?" I guess. I guess you could. You could. Sure. We'll go.
You
Oh
can
my god.
harass someone with the truth.
Yes, you can harass somebody with the truth. Just depends on how hard you insist on letting them know about it, I guess. Okay, I'm back on the multiplacer idea, and it seems to be going okay. I'm just about done with my green outline here. Oh shoot. Sugar. All right, here we go.
Hi, Michelle. My mom's picture is now in her house. Like she's getting a custom frame for it, and she wants
Oh,
it
she's
in
gonna
her house. She's gonna keep it.
love it.
She wants to put
Good.
it where her staircase is. I'm like, oh, but that kind of takes the fun out of it. And she's like, no, you made this, you love me, and it's mine now. You don't get to say anything. I'm like, okay, you win.
Nice.
You're
If I
right.
had done something like that to my mom, because there was this one bar. My mom didn't drink. At the end of her life, she wasn't a drinker. She would go to the bar specifically to sing karaoke and, drink Diet Coke and enjoy herself in that way. But the bar she used to go to, when she passed away, they actually put a plaque for her, like her special seat at the bar. And that was actually an honor that really they had only given to men before my mother. And
That's awesome.
if I would have done that same thing, my mom probably would have beat the crap out of me.
Oh
Would have
no,
beat
she
me.
loves that thing. She's like, nope, my daughter did that. Like, I'm gonna get her back. My daughter did that. And like she let it hang there for like another week.
Oh
And
wow. Okay.
she like brought all her friends, like they did like a tour with it. It went to all of the other places for a little bit, and now it's getting framed and put in her house. The Teletubby is still on her roof. She can't reach it. And she
Oh,
doesn't have a ladder. So
oops!
it
I
will
just
be there.
written that with my right hand. I cheated. I'm sorry. Just called
It's
myself
okay.
out for cheating.
I keep wanting to do it. I get the urge.
Yeah.
And you're just straighten it. You're fine. But yeah, no, the Teletubby's there, and she's kind of pissed about that one. She was like, "You need to bring me a ladder," and I'm like, "Nope,
Nope. Get your own ladder. You're grown.
nope."
You're grown. You can get your
Well,
own ladder.
damn it,
Dang it.
Marissa. She has a step stool, but
How tall is your mom?
she's shorter than me. I'm only 5'1".
Oh, she's shorter than you?
Yeah.
My mom was too. She was 4'11", so she probably not even jumping on the bed would my mom be able to get it off the ceiling.
Yes, Michelle. I said roof. I put the Teletubby on the roof above her
It
bed where
wasn't.
she
It's the
sleeps.
ceiling. It's the ceiling,
Oh,
not on the
ceiling.
roof.
Sorry. I always say roof.
That's okay. I knew what you meant, but
The
I'm
more
I'm
I
assuming she's thinking what
concentrate,
I
the
was
closer
thinking.
my right. The more I concentrate, the closer my nose gets to the canvas. Pretty soon, you guys are gonna see my big ass head under this
Just
thing.
the back of your head.
Yeah.
Well, right now your paint gem is sort of off camera. Scooch it
Oh,
forward,
yeah.
up there. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. There you go.
There we go. See,
I
because I'm
wasn't even.
trying to like
Yeah,
concentrate. I'm
trying to
like, I
see
could
what
do
you're
that,
actually looking at. Yep.
and like
That's how I
measure
keep
my hand.
my headphones on my camera, is because I keep trying to like see what I'm doing. Now, I moved my light source to the opposite side because I wasn't able to see it because I'm used to, yeah, the leaning is different. Although it doesn't look too bad. So far, it doesn't, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not, I mean, I,
Sorry.
bless you.
Oh, see, that looks good. Thank you. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. See, that looks good.
It's not terrible. And yours looks good.
I'm
Wow, you
getting
got a
there.
lot done though. You got a lot done.
That's
Oh, I
all
better
just
speed it up.
black, though.
That's true. I don't have like a ton of the same color. Whoop, dang it. Now I did it. I did not make sure that the diamonds were all the way lined up on the multi-placer. Hold on a second. Let me get my putty back in there too while I'm at it. All right, there we go. Try that again. Yeah, the multi-placer after a little bit of practice works okay.
See, it's easier. They look good. Thank you, guys.
I don't think I would
Should
be
we?
able to do like a whole canvas this way.
No, I wouldn't. Hey, putting the DP on the ceiling above the bed should be normalized. Agreed, if it's not a creepy Teletubby. Although my mom is getting a new bed set and the bed's going to be a lot higher, she'll be able to just stand on the bed and get it off.
Ah, boo.
I know,
Well,
but it was fun
give
while
her
it
nightmares
lasted.
until then. They both
Next year,
look
I'm
good.
gonna print
Thank you.
her. Yeah, next year, I'm thinking of printing her face on shirts and selling them
Oh,
at the
there you
bars and
go.
events, and then whatever money I raise from it, I'm gonna donate to one of her favorite charities.
Oh, there you go.
Is what I was thinking of doing, just for like a
As
little
long as
community thing.
it's good that she's got a good sense of humor about it though, because like,
Oh
some
yeah,
people get all butthurt and sensitive about that sort of thing. They don't like looking stupid, or they don't like, being made fun of. Like, I'm one of those people, like if I make fun of you or I rib you, I love you. Like, that's how I show my
yeah,
love,
that's my
is
love
by
language
giving
too.
people hard times. Yep. And it's like I expect people, like when I'm being a dumbass, like, give me hell for it. I probably deserve it. But
I mean, that's like
when
mine and
people
my
can't,
husband's way of flirting.
Sarah says, my mom would have flipped. Yeah, for real. Starry night on the ceiling, anyone? Yeah, there you go.
See, that'd be pretty. But yeah, no,
Callie says,
that's how I grew up
yes.
though. Like we grew
Yeah,
up around like that and like the rougher crowd and bikers and events like that and so it's
I
our love
give my kids
language.
a hard time. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I don't like you, then I'm probably not going to give you a hard time. And
Honestly, I just
that,
wouldn't talk to you.
right. There's that too. I mean, sometimes though in life, you don't always have a choice. You got to talk to people we don't like sometimes,
Oh yeah.
or at least, kind of make nice with people we don't like sometimes.
Yeah, it's more of that nodding, smiling, curt,
Mm,
to the point. This is what I have to say. Okay, bye.
yeah. Yep. Yep. It's like, let me just get through this conversation with you so I can walk away before I say something rude. And it's like,
Mhm.
I'm the kind of person, I don't like to, I'm not out trying to be a jerk to somebody on purpose. And usually it takes a while to get me to that point where I'm actually outright just being mean to someone.
Same.
And once I start getting to that point, I'm so like, I get really disappointed in myself. Like, you let somebody get to you so much that they made you say or do something really mean. Like, why are you allowing somebody to get to you like that?
Mhm.
It's hard. It's hard.
See, I grew
It's
up with
really
the motto. My mom, even when I was little, might be frowned upon. Would be if you're just the motto. Don't be a dick. Just
yeah,
don't be a dick. You don't have something nice to say. Say what you mean. Like that's fine, but you don't have to say it in a way that's nasty and degrading. You can get your point
right.
across and move on.
And I try to make it so that my intentions are always good. What I say might not necessarily be the words somebody wants to hear, but usually the words that I'm saying are like for someone's own good, or trying to help them. Might not be they want to hear about it, but my intentions are almost always good. However, that said, there have been times where I've said not nice things to or about somebody, and then, like I said, I almost feel like embarrassed because I'm like, ugh, I let that person get to me so much that I
Oh
said
yeah,
this mean, cruel thing. Like, damn it.
yeah. No, same. Like my thing is I know I can get nasty and I can get
Mm,
mean, and I will find that spot that no one wants to
yep,
touch, and I
that
will
tender
freaking
bit.
poke it. Oh yeah, I will find it and I will poke it and you will know. But my goal, I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm more mature, been there, done that, doesn't get you anywhere, is to not do that. So now I won't even acknowledge you. You want a reaction
Yeah.
out of me? Good luck. Good luck.
Sarah says, I'm a butthead if I don't like you. Alex says, I won't talk to someone if I don't want to waste the energy in being friends with someone. I'll speak to everyone else, but that person doesn't exist. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah, been
try
there.
that, but I'm the kind of person that it's like, if they ask a question and I think I might be able to help or whatever, even if I don't like them, I'm going to give them the best advice that I can or whatever. Um, and really what I should be thinking about is just conversing with the person, because then I feel like then I'm feeding the troll. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm inviting further conversations and maybe leading them to believe that I like them or whatever. It's hard. It's really hard. But like I said, I try and at least keep it so that my intentions are always, I always mean well most of the time. And if I don't, and I let somebody get me to that point, then I try to distance if I can, because yikes, I'm not trying to be a
Mm-hmm.
jerk to people but we're,
But
we're a group
if it
of
gets,
primarily women.
mm-hmm. But I
And
mean, if it gets to
sometimes,
that point where you're not getting the hint, I'll make sure you get the hint. Like, there's
oh, there you
only
go.
so far. Like, there's only so far you can take that. Like,
Yeah, that is true.
that's my problem. I'm too nice for my own good, but and a butthead in my head and can be as nice as possible. See, I love that southern like backhanded nice compliments. Like, oh, like they've got it down. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I do.
Like I
I've
can't pull
seen
it
it.
off. I'm too blunt for that. But that's
That
why I'd
whole
rather just
bless
not
your
talk.
heart.
Yes, that's a bless your heart if I've ever heard one.
Right. Right. But
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
I love those. I can't pull them off. I'm not that smooth. Oh, I did. I missed 2 of the black ones. 4 of the black ones.
Oh,
Why is it the second I put it away?
that's how it just was for me too. It was like, oh man, I missed that one and that one.
That baby
All
is just
right.
darling.
Yeah, right. Oh, your baby's so cute. Oh, see, now that's the thing, man. Oh, it's the worst when you see somebody with a real ugly baby and you don't
You're
want to
like,
be like, hey,
oh,
your baby's ugly.
oh,
You're like,
that's a baby.
oh, look at your baby. That's literally how I say it. And oh my God, look at your baby. I don't say your baby's so cute or whatever. It's like, look at your baby.
Oh, speaking of babies, so me and my
Bumping.
mom we went to lunch yesterday, and we went to lunch, and then we went shopping. She got me new boots and stuff. There was this baby at the restaurant, and it must have been
Oh,
like 7 months old, and it was the most talkative, sweetest. Like it was learning, it was like waving, but it would like
mm.
bop its mouth. It'd be like, and like, oh my
Oh,
god. I was like, "Can we just stay here and play with the baby?" My mom's like, "No more babies." And I was like, "You're right. I don't want any more babies, but I want to play with that one."
I want to play with that baby. I want
That
to
baby.
Alexia Nightshade 525 has a baby and a son, and I just want to eat his toes. I just want to eat his toes
Oh,
right off his feet. Just want to chew
yes.
on them. Just chew on his little toes.
And do
I
like
don't
the
know what
little
it
bubbles on
is.
the toes so you can hear that baby giggle. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
See, and
Yes.
I want like that baby, like where like the weight on your chest when they fall asleep on you, it just feels good. But I don't want to have another baby, so I'm trying to convince my best friend she needs one.
There you go.
It's
Well, I
not working.
mean, and I know my daughter wants to, finish college, wants to have a career and like a life. So like wants to do it the, responsible way. I didn't do it that way. But I'm like, I want grandbabies. What are you waiting for? Damn it. I want grandbabies.
You're being a
I want
responsible human. Why?
to bite their damn. Why are you being responsible? I'd like to have a child to bite toes off of, please.
Right? Call them Skittles, little baby Skittles.
Right. Little baby skittle toes. I'm very bad at hiding my reaction to an ugly baby. I'm just not a baby person.
See, that's it when you're not a baby person too. Like that whole like
And then
everyone has to be a baby person. It's not true. It's
no,
not
no.
true.
Some
Like,
people are not baby people. I'm not like holding my breath that my son's gonna have 6 kids or anything. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he's super interested in the small
babies.
sized human beings. No. Nope. And I think what's going to happen with my daughter, I think she will probably end up having maybe one of their own and then adopting. I have a feeling that that's how it's going to go for them.
That's going to be some Irish twins right there, Diamond Queen. I couldn't imagine.
Talking about babies, my friend's daughter, firstborn's 3 months old. Nope, nope.
My IUD fell out. Sorry for the TMI, but I had an IUD.
Oh, geez. Like,
and
how does that happen?
I don't know. I went pee and TMI, you pat, and I looked down and I luckily looked down at the toilet before I was about to flush it, and it was just sitting at the bottom of the toilet.
Could you imagine? You go do your thing, right? Whatever, hanging out with your husband, practicing making babies, not actually trying to make babies. And then all of a sudden you find out you're pregnant and they're like, you don't have an IUD. And you're like, wait,
no,
what?
That's why I'm so glad, I happened to, just, look down, and I was like, "What is that? What is that?" And I had to, look up to double check what it looked like, and I was like, Are you kidding me?"
Well, something foreign came out when I was wiping, too. Like, what is happening right now? Is it a monitor device? Did I get probed by aliens while I was asleep?
Right? Oh, have you heard the conspiracies of that? The alien conspiracies?
No.
The Greys and oh my god, it's insane. There's conspiracies about aliens that experiment on women and will they'll not be pregnant, and all of a sudden time will go by, and all of a sudden out of nowhere they'll be 4 or 5 months and not know it, and then they'll get to close to their due date and kind of just disappear again for a day. And then not be pregnant, but then no one has the recollection of them being pregnant except for them, but then they'll be photo proof. It's so weird.
What the hell?
Yeah, man. Those are some weird stories. I do find myself in weird rabbit holes, so.
Yeah. I found that the internet is a very, very strange place where you can find out way more information than you ever wanted or needed about anything. And I feel like there's so much good to being able to connect with people all over the world and whatnot. But then I feel like in some ways it gives those people who are really just kind of wackadoos when they find, 1,000 people that agree with them on whatever they're talking about, it almost empowers them. It's true, obviously, because these other 1,000 people who are probably also wackadoos agree with me, but they don't want to
never Google anything.
Right. And it's
no,
they don't want to admit, no, I probably just have some sort of disorder and should probably speak to a therapist. They're like, no, it's true, because these other 1,000 people that I found online say it's true. Yikes.
Right. Well, that's why I fall down those rabbit holes, not to necessarily believe them, but just sometimes some of the stories are so insane.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh. And then some of them I find because I read a lot of paranormal, I read a lot of fantasy, a lot of fiction and stuff like that. And I can actually sometimes find stories. I'm like, oh, that's where they drew inspiration from. It's really cool.
Okay.
So that's how I end up in those rabbit holes.
Kat says they need to put an emergency tracking option on IUDs.
They really do. Because what if I have not found it?
Seriously, that's what I'm saying. You could be 9 months from now delivering a baby. There's no way. How is this happening? I have an IUD. And they'd be like, you don't have an IUD. What are you talking about?
They'd be like, what? Where?
Right.
Here.
No. How does that happen? So did you call and tell them, hey, this just fell out of my body?
Yeah, I just called. I was like, so my IUD is in the toilet. And they're like, how? And I was like, I don't know. And then I had to take pictures and send them pictures of it. And then they wanted me, I was like, what? And then they wanted me to dig it out of the toilet and bring it to them. I'm like, for what? You're not putting it back.
Right. You're not going to use that one again.
That's not going there. We're done. Next step.
Is there a specific reason you need me to dig in my toilet? I don't understand the needing
Like, you
pictures. Like
come get it.
they didn't believe you. They thought like you were just bullshitting what to go get another IUD. I
Mhm.
don't understand why you
I
would lie about that.
Yeah, no, like I didn't. I took the pictures. And they're like, "Oh, that's weird. Do you want to replace it?" I'm like, "No, it's already failed. Like I'm done." I'm the one who gets pregnant on the pill twice. My husband went to
Oh,
get fixed
geez.
right after our daughter was born. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
no, that's an option. That's a good option.
Good
Yep,
Lord.
Callie, I
No, no,
forgot
no,
about
no.
it all the time. No one wants to do that. Menstrual, so she didn't know. Yeah,
Yikes.
well, yeah, no, babies are no joke.
Mm-mm.
I had a
And I
friend
mean,
that got pregnant with an IUD.
how does that happen?
I don't know, and she ended up having to go through her whole pregnancy because they couldn't remove it, I guess.
Oh, no.
So she had to go through her whole pregnancy with the IUD in, and then she gave birth, and then the IUD was still in. So after she healed, she had to go back and get it like
How does
professionally
that
removed.
how does the baby not remove it on its way out? I mean, isn't it only
I
being held
don't
in by the
know.
cervix?
I don't know. I think it embedded into her uterus, I think,
Oh my
is
gosh.
probably what happened when it was like growing the placenta and all of that, is my guess. Like, I'm not.
Yikes, man. That's just terrifying.
And I
No,
was in the
thank
room
you.
when her youngest was born, and she's like 12 now. But it was just crazy
Wow.
because I remember when the baby was born, they're like, keep an eye out, look for the IUD, and then they ended up doing one of those ultrasound things right after
Mhm.
since they couldn't find it. They're like, it should have come out with the baby, you'd think. All that damn
Right.
pushing. Nope, it was
Right.
still in there.
Don't they have like strings or something on
Yeah, they're supposed to. I don't know what happened with the rest of it. All I know is she had to go back like when she was like the 6 weeks after,
them? Mm-hmm.
and they had to go in and like take it out,
Extract.
I guess.
That's terrifying. Yikes, man. Why do we have to go to such lengths, man? You know
I
what?
don't know.
Honestly, if there was a device that a man had to have inserted into his penis, like there would be no such thing as IUDs or birth controls.
They'd
No
need to be
way.
numbed, put under anesthesia.
Right. I'd rather you just take it off, thanks.
I remember the first time I learned about a pap smear and like how they use that clamp thing to take a chunk, and I was like, oh nope, no, I don't want to do
The
that. Mom, don't make me.
yeah, please no. I'll pass.
Don't do that.
It's crazy. I uh I got pregnant on my with my second on the pill because I got really, really, really sick and I had been taking antibiotics and they didn't tell me at the time, and I didn't know that certain
Mhm.
antibiotics will essentially nullify your birth control. I had no idea. Well, I'd had a really bad, it was either a kidney infection or like um, I don't know, some sort of bladder infection or kidney infection. And I was taking all kinds of medications for it, and it caused my birth control to not work properly. And I got pregnant. I was still taking birth control up until like probably the third or fourth month. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I was having a normal period. Everything seemed the way that it was supposed to be. And then all of a sudden, like, right about that like third, fourth month, you start to feel like the quickening or whatever, where you actually feel the baby
Yeah.
move for the first time. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I've never heard this before. And I went to the doctor because I was like, I'm feeling weird feelings in my stomach. Like, do I have a tapeworm? What's happening? No, you're
Am
pregnant.
I dying?
Right. Like, what is
That would
this,
be
alien?
terrifying. That'd
Yeah.
be terrifying.
It was very, very
Um,
weird because I didn't really gain any weight. I mean, the only weight that I ended up gaining with my second one was just baby weight. Placenta, like amniotic fluid and baby weight. That was it. I think I gained a total of maybe 11 pounds total on my second pregnancy.
See, I
I was wearing
lost
my
weight with my
regular
daughter.
jeans even.
They told me to up
Right.
my calorie intake, and I lost weight with my daughter. And I look like I got huge. but I lost weight. With my son, I gained like so much.
Oh my God. Daisies and decaf. Men couldn't handle it. They can't handle the common cold.
True.
That I had a doc decide to tuck strings up my cervix. So when it was removed by OB, had to dig around to find them. I wanted to
Ooh, that's
scream.
the worst.
My last IUD placement, my OB numbed my cervix first. I could have kissed her. Oh my God. Y'all are making me glad I chose the
Lucky.
implant, not the IUD. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would be no bueno.
Oh, and when I turned down the IUD replacement, they're like, "Well, we can give you the copper one." I was like, "That's still an IUD. Like that wasn't the problem.
Right.
Didn't stay."
I don't
No.
want to deal with the no
The
staying
numbing should
part.
be standard. I agree. The numbing should be standard.
Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't be. Like I said, if it was a man, they'd have you you'd be under
Yeah,
anesthetic
they put you
fully.
under.
You'd be sleeping, all the way sleeping.
Oh
Ah,
goodness.
Callie. Okay, I'm assuming that must be for like what is it? Pox or like I had issues with endometriosis.
Is it
So like
PCOS?
yeah, PCOS or POCS or whatever pox. My issue was I had endometriosis really bad, but when I gave birth both times, um, it actually made it better for a little while, just a little while. It was so much better. Um, and then, yeah, after some time went on, I am, if I'm being honest, I think that's why I hit menopause early is because my periods were so freaking bad. And I don't know if I was just like, maybe I was having too many eggs come out. I don't know. It was terrible though. I was so relieved when I went through menopause. I haven't had a period in, I don't know, 2, 3 years now. It's been a while. And granted, I don't love the hot flashes and some of the other things that come along with being, uh, what the heck was I going to say? With no longer having a period, but like it could be worse. It could be so much worse.
Hmm.
And I could still be dealing with all those really, really, really terrible menstrual cycles. I don't want to ever do it again.
See,
I
I'm
feel
ready
bad.
for
My
that. I
oldest
don't want
has
any
that
more
issue
babies.
too. No. Well, and I mean, how old is your youngest?
My son, 6.
6. That would be quite a leap in between kids too, you know? Like
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
Oh
I
yeah.
would want to. My mom was 36 when she had my younger sister, and um, it seemed to me, anyways, like at that point, by the time that my sister was, you know, early, like preteen, and then teenage, she had no patience, no strength for it. Like she kind of gave up. It's like I wouldn't want that to be me, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
See,
couldn't
I have a
even.
friend who is 1 year older than me, so she's 33, and her and her mom each had a baby a month apart. And I'm
What?
like, what? Yep.
Why?
I
I
don't
don't
think it
get
was on purpose,
for the
but
mom to get
yeah,
pregnant. Good
yeah.
Lord.
Oh yeah. Like it was a trip. I'm like, I can't even imagine. They're both like 2 years old now.
Wow. So Callie says I had to get an endometrial biopsy done last year. Why there's no pain control for that or a colposcopy amazes me. Yeah,
There
geez,
should
man.
be.
There should be. I don't understand that. I'm telling you, if it were a man, they would be put fully under and then probably given a lollipop after,
I want a lollipop.
right? Jeez. Give me a
I remember the
lollipop.
first time I remember the first time my daughter got hurt. I was the one offered like a lollipop and a popsicle. I was freaking out so bad. My husband and my daughter, they're like calm, sitting in the ER, and I'm the one like having nurses surround me, give me
Oh
like
my
treats
gosh.
to make me feel better.
I remember the first time that my youngest got vaccinations and flipped out. I mean, they had to hold my youngest down with two nurses, me, the doctor. Like, it was a whole ordeal, and the whole time I'm crying. Like,
Oh, of
just
course.
I think out of empathy, feeling so bad because they're freaking out. I don't like watching
Oh,
them
yeah.
freak out and be scared, and you'd have thought I needed a doctor or something.
See, I remember one time when I had to get mine done when I was a kid, and like my kids never had that reaction. It was me. Like I bit my mom till she bled.
Oh,
I bit
wow.
the nurse until she bled. I took off, ran out of the office, was running down the street. Like it was, yeah. Like my mom was like, "I'm so sorry." Let's just say we never went back to that doctor's office. We had to get a new one.
Yeah,
But yeah,
definitely.
no, no, I was not like I was like, I am not doing this again.
Oh my gosh. Carrie says when hubby went in for his vasectomy, they just numbed the area and he was awake for the whole procedure, which means he was fully conscious when the doctor said, oops.
Oh
I'm
no,
assuming it was a joke,
not.
or at least I hope it was a joke.
Please tell me it
Oh
was a
no.
joke.
Oh no. Terrible. I
See,
hope
I
it
messed up
was.
this one.
You messed up? What'd you
There
do?
we go. I put it on the wrong thing. Get off.
Oh, okay. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Mammograms. Imagine if men. I don't think I've had a mammogram yet. Should I get one?
How old are you? 33?
32?
30.
32?
You're a little young yet. Usually it's right around like between the ages of 37 to 40. And if you notice a lump before that, like
Oh,
obviously if
okay.
you're doing your regular breast exams, things like that. But otherwise, no, it's usually around about 40 that they want you to go and get your first mammogram.
Don't they put your boob in a machine and like smush it?
Yeah, they smush it real hard. It like they flatten it like a pancake, and
Ooh.
they take these two plates and then they like sandwich it in between there, and it goes and it smushes it down, and then they check all your unless yeah, or if you have a family history of breast cancer.
I'm not used to having comments to look up. I'm not neglecting you guys. This is my first live. I'm sorry.
What about mammograms? Imagine if men had to get their balls squashed. Yeah, I know, right? Oh man. Going in Thursday, both my mom and grandma had breast cancer. Yeah, I've really got to get myself in and get another because it's been a while and it runs in the family. Maybe check in. But I do regularly do self exams because I'm nervous about that kind of thing. It's crazy all the things that you have to worry about when you get older as a woman.
Huh.
And
Yeah.
men
Now I
too,
want to
but
make sure my mom got hers.
yeah, definitely. I would ask her about it and just say, hey, did you go in for a mammogram? If you have,
She probably has. She's pretty good about that stuff. Oh, true. True. At least we don't have to get prostate exams. This is true.
no, I mean, granted, like, no, prostate exams are not awesome. They get a finger in the butt, but we get fingers everywhere else.
True. This
It's like,
is true.
ooh, you had to get a finger in the number 2 door.
Took us.
We've got to birth freaking watermelon sized babies out of lemon sized holes. It's not fun. 41 and still haven't had them squished. You gotta get on it, Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah, fact. It's true, man. All right. Was that the last 7? I think that was the last 7 on there.
Did you already
Okay.
finish yours?
No. That color. I just finished that color.
I was about to be like, woman, I already call you Speedy Hands, okay?
Yeah, no, I have not finished yet. I got 2 colors left.
I have
This is
way
what I
more
got.
than that.
This is what I got so far. That's where we're at here. We got 20 minutes to go. How much more can we get done in 20 minutes?
20 minutes? Okay. I got this.
You can do it. I think I can. Maybe we'll see. We'll
I
see
think
if we
I can. I think I
do
can.
it. I know, right? 30.
There's a
Okay, where
lightning
is?
show. The sun is going down earlier. I didn't take that into consideration.
Oh yeah. They just do blood work, no
Sometimes.
more bending over. What are you talking about for men? They do blood work for prostate exams?
Lucky.
I have no idea. I have not had to get a prostate exam, so I don't know too much about them. Never had to get one. Oh, come on. I thought I had that straight. I did not. Here we go. Can I finish this in time? I don't even know. I'm going to try.
I don't think I can finish mine in time.
Well, we will see where we end up. And if it's close enough, we'll just stay on until we do.
Yeah. My hand hurts.
Yeah,
like a big old baby about it. Advocate for yourself.
Crampy hand.
You both are doing so well. Thank you.
Yay!
Surgery.
You can read out loud. It's okay.
Oh. I would either demand that my doc request or find a different doctor. I agree, or second opinions too, and see what they think in your area as well.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and I mean, I know Amber also has to deal with the VA. And the
yeah.
VA doctors have different rules about different things that they, that they do. And so I'm sure it's all red tape bull crap she has to deal with.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
Because that's, they talk so much about how veterans, you get an education and this and that for our country, blah, blah, blah. But then when it comes to finding proper therapeutic care when returning from war or proper medical care when returning from war, there's not a whole lot of great options out there. One person was telling us about how their father was exposed to heavy exposure to Agent Orange and was not receiving a lot of the specific cares that were needed after that. It's like, that's crazy to me. You're promised all these things to fight and possibly die for our country, but you don't end up dying, and then you don't end up getting the care that you need when you get back.
Not even just that you need, that you deserve.
Right. After serving a country that is supposed to be taking care of you. Sucks. But if you guys were in NYC, I would invite you all to my company health fair next week. They're giving out free mammograms. Oh, that's nice.
That's nice.
Credit for sticking with it. I placed one drill and all nope.
You noped it?
You noped it out. It's all right.
I think I need to switch. My hand is starting to hurt. Maybe that's too big.
You got to switch what?
Pens, I think.
Oh, yeah, could be. What your right hand might need, your left hand might not.
I'm going to try
Hey,
it.
at least I know now that I can do it. I didn't think I was even going to get this far.
I didn't think so either. I was like, and I went a couple days without diamond painting. And then me and my daughter worked on things together. I'm just glad my finger's okay.
Yeah, what did you do again?
So in the morning, I normally I take.
Oh, it was the dog.
Not working.
I remember it was the dog. Yeah.
So every morning I do a training session with him, and then I'll throw the ball for him, and then I'll let him in the car to take the kids to school. But I don't let him just run and get into the car. I let the kids go in first. So I make them sit by the door and wait until they're settled and buckled in, and then he has to walk with me to the car just to show manners because he's a big dumbass. Well, I didn't consider that I didn't throw the ball for him, so I was kind of just standing there playing and fiddling with the leash because that's what I normally do. 'cause he'll
Mhm.
just sit next to me until I say, "All right, with me," and then he'll come with me. Well, he was really excited and didn't get his ball time and just took off after the kids doing his mooing. I call it mooing, but he like yodels almost when he's really excited. So he started
Yeah.
doing that and chasing the kids to get into the car with them because he was just overexcited. And my hand got tangled in the
Yeah.
leash because I wasn't holding it properly because I normally don't because it's a daily routine.
Right.
So I just didn't account for his overexcitedness.
And then that bit you in the butt, huh?
Oh yeah, like, and the bruising for it has been so weird. Like, you can see I have, like, the tiniest little bruise now, but
Yeah.
before that, it was bruised just on the sides and swollen, and then it went away so quick. Like, I've never had bruising fade that fast before, and then it was
Yeah.
just down the middle, and then now it's
Weird.
just, like, the tip of my finger, and but it's still, like, deformed. Like, you can still see the
Yeah.
knot
Did
kind
you
of.
did you actually break it?
No, it was just slight, like, the slightest of slight, like, dislocated. They
Okay.
had one nurse kinda hold my hand. They, like, did this numbing thing. They said normally they can't and wouldn't try to pop something back in place, like, they don't do that anymore. Normally, you have to go to an orthopedic, but
Okay.
because it was so slight, like, they just kinda lightly pulled on my finger and just kinda put it back where it was supposed to go, and then I threw up on the nurse's shoes. It was fun.
Oh, wow. Did they give you anything for it, or they just did it while you were there?
They just did it while I was there. They kinda numbed the
Mm.
finger, like, they did a couple shots around it, but I think since I was already kind of in shock from it happening and I kinda heard the pop and I knew it should have hurt, I think that's what made me throw up.
Right. Oh, wow. That's no good. No good at all. Although I've banged my shin so hard I've thrown up.
Mhm.
Or stubbed a toe, like, you know how like when you stub a toe and it goes sideways and thrown up.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
We have a curse in our family. We call it a curse because every single woman in our family has broken every single one of her toes, lost toenails and stuff like that. It's literally
oof.
the family curse.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's definitely not fun.
And what's funny is even with my daughter, she's broken a couple toes already, and
Oh, wow.
I have broken every single toe I own. Same thing with
Oh,
grandma
wow.
too, and my mom. And it's just the women in our family. Even my great grandma Mary, same thing.
Just bad luck with toes, huh?
Bad luck with toes. We've just accepted it as a family thing.
I almost feel like I need to put more putty in here, but maybe like a top off. Not good. Not good. All right, come on now. Getting so close. Beans do not start. They just got back.
Oof,
If
we've got what, 10
necessary,
more minutes?
yeah. If necessary, would you hang out with them either on the porch or maybe like out front?
No, don't understand.
Thank you. He's
Whining at
already
the dog,
started
she's
whining.
impatient. We're gonna get back to
Get back to the dog pheromone smell. Yay. Bring her out there with you though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you lock her there where he can't see her,
her. Yeah, I know.
then it's going to be barking. Just bring her out there with you. It's not like he can do anything, but smell her. So dumb. So dumb. Well, we had talked about for a little while, like having maybe a singular litter with our Chihuahua.
A
Um,
little chihuahua.
yeah, she's and like I said, I think she's either a Pom or a Papillon was mixed in there somewhere down the line. Well, a work person of mine, one of my employees, has a Pomeranian, and we were talking about maybe doing like Pom cheese because she has a party Pom, and they would make some really fantastically cute babies because she's black and white. Well, I ended up, leaving that job, and then it just never happened, and it just, I don't know, you just forget or whatever. You don't think about it. A dog's doing all right, and they don't need to get fixed. But then, yeah, this has been a headache and a half having to deal with her being in heat and him just randomly sitting there whining or barking or whatever. He gets
That would drive me
anxious.
insane.
Yeah,
It would
he
drive
gets
me
very anxious,
insane.
and he uses
My
his big boy
mom,
ear to bark.
my mom might adopt a 2-year-old female pug tomorrow.
Ooh,
I kind of hope she
okay.
does. You know, I
Pugs
want
are
a pug
fun.
really bad. I want a pug really bad. So I told her, I was like, if you get that dog, we would have to have joint custody. And she's like, excuse me? And I was like, nothing.
No, you heard nothing on the show about.
Heard nothing. Oh, you gotta work. I have a house key. I will swoop that dog up so fast until you get home from work.
Right.
Like, oh,
Come play with Charlie.
yeah, it's my sister.
Beans's best friends are my in-laws, Boston Terriers and French Bulldogs. So
Oh, that's so
you know,
cute.
he likes to play with little dogs a whole lot.
Charlie's best friend was a pug. They just moved I think it was England or London or something in that region. So they're not here anymore. But his best friend was a pug for
Oh,
like 10 weeks of the training.
Daisy's in decaf. We had a Yorkie, cutest puppy, worst dog ever. I believe that. I would believe that 100%. Probably barked at everything, regardless of friend or foe, because I know that basically all three of those breeds love to bark for no reason at all. If Sugar has a bad dream, she'll wake up just bellowing, get every other dog in the house going. If she sees a shadow outside, she'll bark, and then Beans thinks he needs to bark at it too.
She's the alerter.
Starting. Oh yeah. She's
At
the
least
one
you
that
know
lets
nothing will ever mess with your house.
No, seriously. Yeah, if she hears any sort of weird sounds in the middle of the night, she just will scream about it. Scares the bejeezles out of me. Like I said, if she has a
I
bad dream,
remember
she'll scream about it.
Charlie's getting better about noticing what's going on. I remember one time my husband kind of got home late from work and Charlie was sleeping on the floor next to me in the living room. My husband had made it into the house, made a snack in the kitchen, was doing his thing, and then when he finally came into the living room, Charlie was like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!" We're like, "Oh, really?"
Way to catch that
That
happen.
was effective.
Right. Like, thank you. If that had
Wow,
been a burglar, we'd all be dead.
that's what
Awesome.
German Shepherds do, huh?
Right.
It made me laugh.
Oh my
So
gosh.
But it
Oh
was a little
man.
while ago, so he was younger, but still, I was like, oh, wow, I'm safe.
I'm on to my last color. Oh, bumped you hard. Sorry.
I still have, let's see,
What do you got? Where you at? Here,
4 or
let's
5 colors left.
this is where I'm at. I got my last color to do. Oh, it's
I have
good.
5.
Ooh, it's real good.
I I have 5 colors left, though.
But
I
you're
have
moving into the
P,
middle,
D,
right?
F, I, J. Yes.
Yeah, so it's probably still the same amount of diamonds left or thereabouts, just switching colors a few more times.
Yeah.
And actually, I probably want more than that in there because there's a lot of them. There we go. There we
And I
go.
can't multi-place them because they're all single placing, and I feel like that's what's
Oh, and that's slowing you down.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is a little bit of both. Like it's mostly 2-placey spots and then single placey spots.
See, those are my favorite. I love the 2 places.
Oh, I just did a
With
flippy. Oh, woo, look at that.
Flippy.
Yeah. Like, you know
Oh,
how
you
like
flipped
when
it?
when you're doing like this and then you flip it, like I was able to do it. Otherwise, I've been putting it in my other hand, flipping it over.
I think
It's
I've
so
done
dumb.
that quite a few times.
Jen says they look beautiful. Well, thank you,
Thank you.
person, for how bad it actually is compared to how I would normally. Yeah, I think I gotta top off my my putty here because
Take your time and let me catch up. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. I'll take my time, put some putty
had to
up in
sit there.
here.
I think it was just picking out all of those bad 310s.
Yeah. Ate up a little
And
too
I
much
still
time.
have bad 310s in it. I just kind of gave up. I was like, I'm not picking through anymore.
Yeah, at a certain point, it's like, meh. I've been half tempted to see what I have for replacements with Diamond Art Club diamonds on these, because I bet they would be even better.
Probably. So you
That would look-
decided to destash those Dreamer designs, huh?
Yeah, nobody wants them though. Nobody wants them. I mean, I've only put them in the Discord, so to be fair, I
Yeah.
haven't put them on another destash site or anything like that.
You probably do like McCurry or even Facebook groups, maybe.
Yeah, probably will, just because I don't. I mean, if somebody else would want them and love them and whatever, fine, but I can't deal with the then I just really can't. Not when I have so many other canvases that I actually like want to do,
Mhm.
that will turn out so much better. I just can't see myself wasting the time on their old canvases,
Especially since they just said they're doing those updates too.
Right. Yep. And
I know
I'm very excited to try out the new stuff. I will definitely give those a shot, and I would probably end up keeping I'm gonna plan on keeping at least one of the 1.0 variety, one of the 1.5 variety, and then I'll have Spirit, so she's done. I'll keep my 1.5s, and then I will probably buy one of their new ones and then compare those, because I have a feeling that, I mean, if they can fix their drill field and their drill problem, I'm sold. You know what I mean?
Well, apparently the Over the Seas collection right now has their updates already.
Yes, and then they said that their new stuff coming out past October, from October on, will be the new drill field. So that's only a month from now. That'll give me some time to, save up some money, and at least try out one of them.
Yeah, some of the Over the Seas collections, the snack size ones, like that cow one, freaking cute. So
I haven't even actually looked too much at what they have. I really should, because I gotta do something.
I have one of their ones there, and it looks like it's that newer boxing. So remember the video you just did comparing the old box with the newer box?
Yes.
That one has the newer box I discovered. And then I kind of want to get one of the snack size ones from the Over the Seas collection, because I'm checking that cow one out because it's so cute. Or even the one with like the dragonflies on there is cute, and then compare all three.
Yep, that's the plan. That is the plan, is to eventually compare them and see what's what. I'll have to take a look at the
I like
overseas
that you have the
collection and see what they
finished
have.
one though.
Yeah. I'm glad
I
it's
like that
finished.
you have that one finished too.
And I'm just glad it's over. So, can someone explain the Over the Sea collection and why it's different? The Over the Sea, it's an overseas collection. It's like they have ones that I believe are just direct shipping right from China instead of coming here, whatever. It is, let me see. Ships from overseas. All kits in that collection are medium sized. They're available in both square and rounds, and they ship directly from their overseas warehouse. So that's why like their overseas or ships from overseas collection Here is a link to that. Yeah, it's just smaller. It launches on Sunday instead of Saturday, and then it comes from their overseas warehouse instead of going first to their company and then being shipped out via their warehouse.
So I don't know if the shipping price is different, but the shipping wait time is definitely going to be longer, I would assume, right? Because
do
it's
not
coming from
know,
overseas.
but that would be a fair assumption. I would think it would be a fair assumption, but all right, where are we at here? Let's see. We are at 9:30 on the dot. I've still got
I got a little itty bitty bit left.
Oh, see, I got a lot bit left. Like I said, mine seemed deceptive. Yeah, I was on my last color, but I've got so much more for diamonds to lay. So I think you're gonna beat me as far as the finish goes because
Yeah, but you paused to. I didn't realize you had stopped to send the link and look it up.
that's okay.
Should I wait a minute?
No, don't worry about it. Keep going. It's a friendly thing. You're just a cheater that I hate forever.
Heard. This is the perfect introduction to lives for me.
Oh, yay. Good. It's not scary. It really isn't. It's more or less just hanging out with people and you get to know your viewership a little bit. And if you can make it so that you have a live, I mean, even once a month or once every other week or once a week, you don't have to do it 3 times a week like I do. That's just what I do.
I keep
Tuesdays
forgetting
are
to look
set-
at the comments and stuff, and it makes me feel bad.
Oh, well, it's all right. Sometimes people are making comments and sometimes they're not. And I'm usually good about at least looking up once in a while I'm diamond painting. Depends on what I'm working on too. But right now I'm trying to finish this dang challenge and I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
I'm on my last color.
Shit, where did I drop 2 diamonds at? Oh, well. There we go.
Hey, this means that I get to put in my logbook, this was my finish date for this thing, and I can record the post review on Monday.
Yes, and then you can show that one as the one that you finished with your non-dominant hand.
Yay, I'm done.
Okay, I'm not done. Well, you win for finishing, that's for sure. I'm getting really close though. And then I want to hold on. I want to look up and see what it looks like. Let me see it. Put it up by the camera. Let's see it. Ooh, you did good though. You really can't tell.
The only reason why I think is because the squares straighten each other out.
Yes, I think if this had been rounds, it would have been an absolute disaster. Just terrible. Because I have noticed that when I am placing them, it is straightening out the ones that were bad to begin with. And then it corrects itself, which is nice.
Yeah. Because like a lot of the black ones were already crooked, and as I was filling it in, they were straightening.
Yeah, see, I'm running into a couple of little baby issues. All right, I got to straighten this with my right just because I don't have the hand strength in my left.
Finish it. Finish it with your right so we can both have a finish.
Oh, I'm going to have a finish, girl. You just wait. I'm going to probably should.
You don't have to finish it with your left hand. Just finish it with your right.
But if I do that, I will feel like a fraud. So I'm just going to keep going.
But you're not, though. The competition's over.
You know what I probably should have done is just did the whole thing single placing, and then I probably would have moved faster when I was single placing. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, Marissa wins round 1. We will have to come up with another challenge so that we can do another and then a 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3 if I don't win the next one.
I think the next. I think the next one we should stick to the artist topic that you want to do,
Okay.
and we can
Maybe
talk
we
about
do.
artists or pick like a specific company and like list together both of us, about the artists that are in whatever company that we choose. And
Okay.
do something like that, I think.
We can figure that out. Are we going to be able to make that a challenge, or are we just going to make that a get together?
Maybe just like a get together challenge type things, or like maybe we can do like a race and I put that in quotes.
Okay, we can
Because
figure
I never
something out.
actually finished like a full section while talking. So I think that would be cool to like, I don't know, we
Yeah.
can both work on something from the same company or maybe even collaborate in something that's similar,
Okay.
and then talk about like that artist or like that company or the artist with that company and kind of do it that way. Because I really love that
All
you were
right.
doing that.
I enjoy talking about the art and the artwork and all the things art related. You guys also, if you have any suggestions of things, challenges, or topics that you would like to see, please make sure that you reach out. I want to say thank you again, Marissa. You're a beast. You won this challenge. I could give you the old the scary, what is it? The Inspector Gadget scary voice. Till next time, Gadget. Next time. I'll have to get you the next time. But I super appreciate you coming out. Like I said, guys, if you are not already subscribed to Marissa's channel, please, please, please make sure you do so. Because she deserves it. Thank you always for giving us your thoughts and feelings on what's happening out there in the world. And bam, look at that. I did finish it with my left hand. Ha ha.
Good job.
I
That
did
looks
it.
so pretty. I kind of want that collection now.
It is a good one. It is a very, very good
I
one.
have the Mystery 3 edition.
Oh, see, I think I'm going to steal the Mystery 1 edition from my son, but it actually turned out pretty okay.
I really
And
like that
I'm
one. That's
proud of
pretty.
myself for finishing with my left hand and not giving up and going with my right hand like I wanted to do. Anyways, all right. You guys, thank you so much. Yeah, Dr. Claw, thank you. That's who it was from
Thank
Inspector
you,
Gadget.
guys.
A round would be interesting. Oh, that would be so.
Oh, that would.
Um,
Maybe we could do something like that too.
Well, I do know that Art and Soul has a minis collection because people that won from Wings and Anythings got their little canvases. There was the seagull, the bee, and
And the
the
bee.
flamingo. Yeah. So maybe we can get something like tiny from Art and Soul, or we could do a make market, I suppose. Oh, your husband. What's
I
he doing?
have. Oh, mother-in-law. I
Oh,
gotta go.
all right. Well, thank you again for coming, Marissa, and we'll figure
You're
something
welcome.
out. I'll see you
All
next
right.
time.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye. And then you guys, as ever, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, beautiful world, that you are having a phenomenal morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. I will see you soon. We'll connect again. Next live will be on a Tuesday for some more animal by region trivia. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.